On this episode of Project Aristo, I'm going to be fitting new brake pads and rotors, well, front rotors at least. Rear pads aren't here yet, so I can't do that, but I'm drag racing again tomorrow, so I kind of want no more brake wobble. Anyway, got some caliper paint as well, cleaner, and the car, of course. Let's get started.
Feel it coming back, watch it turn to black. But I'm brighter when you make me fade. You make me.
Hashtag maximum stance. Don't worry, my car's not actually like that. That's just with the wheel that's taken off. So I've jacked up the car. Gonna do the back first, because I'll leave the fronts up on stands and everything like that for tomorrow when I actually do the rotors, because it's getting a little bit late. I just want to get the paint done tonight, and I'm doing this on these front rotors because then I don't have to worry about overspray and stuff like that, because I'm getting new rotors anyway. So yeah, started on the back. Let's keep going. So the plan is here. I'm going to mask off everything on the car there, and then I'm going to clean up the calipers. The calipers thankfully look super clean to begin with, so yeah, that's good. But yeah, I'll be masking off all the stuff that won't be painted at all. And yeah, I do have the new rotors for the back, but I'm not going to do them now. I'm going to have to wait until I get the new rear pads. Could go get pads tomorrow and do it, but oh well. But yeah, there we go. Let's keep going. Forgive the terrible masking skills, but there we go, masked off, and I'm going to start cleaning it now. Cool. Alright, brake calipers are all clean now, ready for paint. Alright, second caliper is all masked up and cleaned. First caliper is going pretty well actually. Hang on, let me just grab the video light. I've just done 2 coats of paint on it. I still have, I don't know, 1 or 2 more to go. But it is looking pretty good. There we go. Now with any painting, prep work is key. If your prep's bad, your paint job's going to be bad. Also, with these, when they say several light coats, they really do mean several light coats. So make sure you follow the instructions. Always, we'll always do it in a well ventilated area. And if the instructions call for gas masks or vapor masks and stuff like that, then wear them. But just well ventilated area. Be very careful with toluene based brake cleaners and part cleaners, because it's really nasty stuff and you don't want to be breathing it in. Now, you may have noticed that I'm not masking up the brake pads, and that's because I have new ones coming and it doesn't really matter to me if they get paint on them. So there we go. Gloss black calipers. Alright, one side is done. I've taken all the masking tape off and everything like that. But yeah, it'll be it'll dry and set. I'm going to put the wheel back on. It's not a really good idea to try and put the wheel back on when it's drying and everything like that, but I have to get the jack stands out because I have to get started on the front. The other one, still masked up and everything like that, but I'm going to be taking off the masking tape and attaching the wheel just now. Alright, rears are done, as you can possibly see there. I will be cleaning the wheels before the event tomorrow. They've got some dust on them. Now, I've got to do the fronts, which are a lot bigger, so we'll take a little bit extra time with prep work and stuff like that, but all done, wheels are back on. Ooh. So the next day, what's happened? Last night I ran into some trouble, and what happened was I ended up stripping the caliper bolt because it was an absolute pain to get off. So I went and got a set of bolt extractor sockets. I was skeptical at first, but then all I had to do was put the socket on. It gripped on super well, and then I just got a breaker bar and a pole, and it got it straight away. I left it to soak in ATF overnight to loosen it up and everything like that. I've actually got some ATF to make up some penetrating fluid out of acetone and ATF. But yeah, I am so glad that it's off now. And I've also got anti-seize, and I've got a proper set of impact sockets now. They're not the best, but they're better than nothing because they're 6-point sockets, which I'm going to start using for this sort of stuff from now on. Just so you don't round out heads with a 12-point socket like I did. So now I know, and I also went to Toyota, picked up some new caliper bracket bolts, and I'll be installing those and the new rotors. Finally! Yes. Alright, now a tip for you home garages out there. Automatic transmission fluid mixed with acetone makes the best penetrating fluid ever. I literally just spent quite a long time trying to hammer this hub off, well not the hub off, the rotor off the hub, because it'd been rust welded. And I took a while, then I thought, nah, stuff it, I'm gonna do this the smart way. So I picked up some ATF and I found some acetone in the house, sister's nail polish remover, don't tell her. And literally within, okay, so I squirted it, left it on for a couple of minutes. Within 2 hits, the rotor came off. Absolutely amazing. And it's cheap too, well, fairly cheap. Awesome. Now I am super lucky because my hub is very clean. I'm still gonna wipe it down and everything like that, and I also picked up some anti-seize to put on the hub so that it won't rust. So yeah, actually making progress, which is fantastic. So all I gotta do is fit the new rotors, fit the new pads, bleed the brakes when I put the new pads in, compress the piston and everything like that. Got my brake bleeder set up, and I got new brake fluid, .4. This is going to be awesome, and I'm actually making progress, which is really good because I'm drag racing tonight, and I still need to wash the car, take some stuff out. I've also possibly purchased some drag slicks to fit on the back, and I might actually get better times because of it, be able to launch harder without wheel spin, because I have been having wheel spin difficulties getting off the line, and especially in first gear. So this will probably help and might improve my time. Hooray! And then also shift kit and then power mods later on, but yeah, all in good time. All in good time. This toolkit's actually pretty good value. A whole set of impact sockets for 90 bucks. And it even comes with a case and everything. They might not be the best ones, but they certainly work. I was able to get both of the bolts off. One of them with the special rounded bolt socket. I was able to get the bottom one off with a little bit of leverage, as you can tell by my previous update. But yeah, it's all going well. One thing you always must do when getting new rotors, clean the oils off that they come with, because on there they have oils to prevent rust and stuff like that. So always get your brake part cleaner and clean up the rotor to make sure there's no oils and stuff. And when it's on the car, make sure you spray it again and clean it up and everything, just in case that you left some on your hands or something like that, and contamination and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, otherwise your brakes won't work. You don't want that. But yeah, so I just got to clean up the hub now, and then I got to do some stuff with the brakes and compress the piston and everything like that. And then I'll be ready to fit the new rotors. Alright, both rotors are on, and I've cleaned the hubs, put some anti-seize on the hubs, and I've put the caliper brackets back on. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to torque the brackets down, and then I'm going to replace the brake pads, and then that's literally it. I'm done. I didn't get a chance to paint the front calipers, but oh well. I guess having brakes is more important than good looking brakes, but they did turn out quite well. I haven't driven the car, so well, since doing it. So there's probably some paint overspray and stuff like that, but as long as these rotors are clean, that's all that matters. The other ones, well, they're going to get swapped over anyway soon. But yeah, it's all good. Just got to put the pads on, torque up the brackets, and that's it. Alright, I had to put my camera on charge, but in that time that it was charging, I have fitted all the pads, all the rotors, everything's bolted back up, torqued down, all that sort of stuff, and now I just got to fit the wheels, lower the car, and finally drive it. Yeah, about time too.
Shaking from my temple to my ankles. Sunny, but I need another raincoat. Waiting by a payphone. Finally, I coughed up some awful information that I thought of. Well, they think I've been messing with the wrong stuff. Nah, I've been messing with the right shit. Yeah, I fucking like it. I'm waiting for the car.
Soon your time will come. I've just gone and broken in the pads, or bedded in the pads. Then to accelerate up to 60 k's an hour, and then stop, and then do that 8 to 10 times, come back, wait for them to cool down, go out again and do the same thing, and that's what I've just done. So I've just gotten back from that, and I've packed most of the tools in the car. Just got to bring jack and jack stands, and that's it, and then I'll just clean up, and then we're pretty much ready to go. I just got to wash the car, and thankfully, over here, I have stuff, some very nice stuff for car wash. So yeah, let's go wash your car. Alright, the car is all clean and tidy. So just washed it. Paintwork looks pretty good, except for the fact that there are bits, like, I don't know, bits that don't have clear coat peeling off. But the back looks pretty clean, and that's all that matters, because that's all people will be seeing. Now, the brake calipers, they turned out pretty well, I reckon. Still have the front ones to do, but oh well. Put the new rotors on there. They stop beautifully, which is great. Let's go drag racing.